Good morning, people. Hopefully, you're all doing good. Welcome back to the channel. Today, I'm going to do at this hour, I'm going to just one video and I'm going to be talking about one fragrance which I want to get the whole line of. Okay. Few days back, you have seen me doing this fragrance, which is called Mojito Obsession. Okay, by Gulf. I think Gulf Orchid, yeah. So this is a new house from Middle East, and I was interested seeing especially this lime wedge on the bottle and the names and all that. I love boozy stuff, and boozy fragrances are great. So I did tell you I will try to get the rest of them. So I have my eyes on one of them, like Tahiti something colada, and the other one was the red ruby berry something, and then there's another vanilla. So I think in total there are 5 or 6, right? So I've seen this lady, wonderful lady. She covered all of them. I forgot her channel name sadly, but she's one of my favorite reviewers. I watch her all the time, especially she's the one who does these fragrances. So I got the second one from Senzon, one of our pages in Bangladesh, and these are around like 30 something dollars. So this is called Old Fashioned. Okay, and you can see the picture on the box. You can probably tell why I got this bottle. Obviously this beautiful looking presentation, and that itself like enough to draw me. There was a time I was into a lot of partying and all that when I was at my prime. So basically I did a lot of clubbing, partying and all that. So basically not clubbing, basically partying. So this kind of cocktails really intrigued me. I never really had an old fashioned like this drink itself, but I saw the description how they make it. I'll let you know the process I've seen on YouTube. So even if you do not like drinking, but the boozy fragrance your favorite, you like fragrance like Angel Share or fragrance like Roja Dove, Enigma or Creation E, you can try this fragrance, which is called Old Fashioned. So this is a big packaging. Okay, very affordable fragrances and very underrated. Not many reviews on this. I'm pretty sure people will start reviewing. So this is the how the drink looks and the name. Actually, this is a perfume, not the drink, by the way. Don't get confused. At the back it says EDP 100 ml, and it says the Gulf Orchid. There's their logo. And one of the things, beautiful thing is this a recipe. I love when companies, they put, any company that is niche, designer, Middle Eastern, when they put the recipe and the like what's in it, the notes, easier. You don't have to really find search on YouTube and all that, or Fragrantica. So it says top notes are cherry, fruity, and incense. I am still a little bit sleepy. I woke up around 3 a.m. Yeah, so I'm like up now. It's like 7-8 hours I'm up. So I'll take a little bit nap after this. Okay, so hard notes are spicy ginger, cloves, woody, cedarwood, rum. And base notes are vanilla, patchouli, vetiver, sweet, balsamic leather. Usually I do not remember so many notes like this. I just remember 1 to 2, especially the opening notes. So that's why I refer to the notes. So this bottle looks just like the Mojito. This is a very beautiful presentation. I'll let you know some people feel differently. Okay, so they all have that constant bottle, and they look all the same, just the coloration and the caps are a bit different. Okay, so Mojito and this both beautiful. This is green and this is kind of like a ginger color. Okay, so beauty is in the eye of the beholder. I said it in previous video. I really dig these bottles. Okay, I don't know the juice color, but it looks nice. The design here looks great. Even though the bottle shape is kind of generic and cheap looking, but someone said yesterday they find the packaging of the box is very not nice and the bottle is very like underwhelming or something like that. They said uninspiring. So it's okay. As I told you, different people find different things interesting. For me, I find, for example, like Royal Blend, Nero Royal Blend more interesting than the Angel Share bottles, okay, or those line bottles. So this one has that kind of like an orange or something. I don't know what you call these things, little things, but I just love them. They're like wedges or something. So when you make drink or something, you put like a lime wedge on the top of, why is a wedge on the top of the glass, and looks so classy. So I will describe this perfume as well as I will tell you how this drink is made. This is supposedly one of the first oldest cocktails they made ever back in the days, right? So they were discontinued and then they were brought back in lifestyle or drinking habit and stuff. So I am wearing this perfume here, very prominent. Okay, and let me just spray. Her name was what, Tahini or Tahi, so sorry, should have remembered her name. Okay, so double spritz, and I will just go like few more. I actually had coffee and breakfast early morning around 8 a.m. So I'm in a good mood, heavy, good breakfast and stuff. The coffee hazelnut latte is a bit too much for morning. Okay, so let that all settle in. And let me tell you, I actually saved, because I forget stuff. I saved on my phone and I got it sent from other phone from here to here, right? So here goes. Old Fashioned you know, or old-fashioned. Old-fashioned, I don't know, is it old-fashioned or old-fashioned? Okay, old-fashioned is a cocktail made by muddling sugar with bitters and water, adding whiskey or sometimes brandy, and garnishing with an orange slice or zest and a cocktail cherry. It is traditionally served with ice and in an old-fashioned glass. So this is how the glass looks. They, you know, serve it in this kind of glasses, and basically it has bourbon, whiskey, sugar cube, 2 dashes of bitters, few dashes of plain water. So before I describe this for perfume, if you are a little bit of a drinker, if you like whiskey and then, you know, traditional thing, you can relate very easily, especially people who are classy drinkers, not those, you know, like homeless drinkers or, you know, this messy drinkers who just vomit everywhere. Not a pleasant scene. Some people do not know, you know, some people mix their alcohol and stuff, so never do it. Vodka, whiskey, whatever, you know, like rum, whatever you do, not a good idea. Just stick to one. So classy gentlemen, they drink whiskey, you know. For me, I respect, okay. So I saw the video. I'm trying to be too cool, okay, notch down, okay. So I saw on YouTube this bartender or the guy who make these drinks, he took all the recipes and he showed how it's done. So they take the glass, okay, first they take the glass and then they put the sugar cube, 1 sugar cube, like 1 tablespoon or teaspoon of sugar equivalent, battered with the cube, and then they sort of, you know, what they say, meddle, is it? They, what's that word? Garnishing, blah 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 blah. Yeah, muddling, not meddling, muddling, and then they crush it, and then they put couple of like 3-4, you know, drops, or, you know, I don't know what you call that. Yeah, drops of bitter. So whatever bitter is like there, you know, so they add for the flavors. Then I think they take the huge, the like a round shape ice, and they put it right in the middle, and then they pour the whiskey or the rum, whatever it's, you know, your choice. And then the most interesting part to me, it looked like they sort of sliced orange peel, you know, zesty orange peel, like, you know, like nicely, just the zest, not the fruit. And then, you know, he bends it a little bit, you know, like this. So from here it goes like a little bit here, so the zest starts coming out, and then he takes like a lighter or something, and, you know, they start what you call like giving a little bit like a scorching heat or something, so it will get a little bit cooked, okay. And then they, I think they do drop it in the whiskey or rub it around the glass edges. I'm sorry, I'm just so intrigued by this. And then they drop couple more, like, you know, sometimes 1 or 2, and that's it. They give it like a, you know, stir, okay. So more or less that mixes very nicely, and then to top it off they put like a sour cherry, and then they pick it up with the syrup and all that, and then drop it in the drink, and then once again they give it a stir. And that, I could tell, oh my god, you know, I really wanted to have that drink. I do, you know, like I miss those life, you know. So basically when I saw the description, I'm like, I bought something, it better smell good. So I saw, let me just pause the video and tell her name. I just had to, because, you know, I have referred to her in few videos before, but I couldn't remember her name. So she is called, her channel is called Arahi World, Arahi World, okay. So I'll leave a link below of her channel. This lady has some of the best collection of niche perfumes, designers, as well as she is so humble. She reviews anything on budget which smells good to her, and she buys everything like a whole line and reviews, so it's very helpful. So she reviewed this line, okay, and she said like, this fragrance smells so good. It seems like apparently a good winter fragrance, but can be pulled off in summer. So I'm referring to her, Arahi. I think she is in States, but I don't know where she's really from, like originally, maybe South Africa or something, I'm just guessing, or Zimbabwe. Very, very wonderful lady, okay. Like she, the way she describes perfume, she's so genuine, okay. So she said this one, it's not as heavy as you think it would be, like some of the other heavier boozy perfumes like a Coute or something, but it can be pulled off in mild, cool weathers, like, or not when it's not so hot, it's tolerable. You can easily wear this, got this airy vibe about it. And I am just repeating her words because there are no better ways to describe this perfume, okay. So it stays a decent time, like both these, you know, they are nice. I forgot to tell you about the Mojito, by the way. Mojito lasts a long time, but it smells kind of like shisha. And I forgot to mention that the shisha note that you get from green apple and mint, and I started recently this cute little thing called vaping, you know, so it gives you a little bit of a, you know, feel of the shisha. And I love shisha, I miss shisha, and maybe I'll start smoking soon. But this fragrance lasts like near same time as the Mojito, but projection is really nice, but it doesn't have the heavy projection like you'd imagine you get from Enigma, like Roja Dove or Creation E. These are very heavy, especially for winter. I'd never use this in summer, they're heavy. So if you like angel share, khamras, you know, all this Decant, so this one has a little bit of vibes of those, like that gourmand vibe. But what it also has is that nice little booziness mixed with cinnamon, spices. What else did they mention? I definitely detect cinnamon, and they got cloves, ginger, yeah. And then imagine, I can also smell a little bit of that orange, you know, definitely you can smell that orange which they use as that peel in the drink. So it's a fruity, boozy, spicy, carnival-like, very happy, warm, you know, like a seductive kind of fragrance. I love that. So positive things are, this is very affordable, bottle is very beautiful, you get 100 ml, good longevity for a freshie or this kind of perfume. These are supposed to be cocktail-like, right? So it's a summer bliss. So for that 3 to 4 good hours, I have no issue with it. If you spray on the shirt heavily, it lasts about 5 hours, okay? So on me in summers, okay? So projection is about 1 hour, but the projection is not never ever bothered me, like it's too heavy or it's like the Kute. Remember the Kute, luxury, unique luxury Kute? That whiskey mixed with that leather saddle sort of smell, it's a raw whiskey barrel, you know, it's like no sweetness in there. I sold it off, but that was pure respect, by the way. This is more of a fun ladies night out, okay? It's unisex. It's like, you know, like I was watching this song called Lal Pari, you know, it's like my favorite song, all the beautiful girls, actresses in there, and there's this girl in there, she is like, oh, my favorite, she is so beautiful, okay? The way she moves and dances, I am in like all awe. So I can imagine, like, you know, like this perfume in a club or a ballroom where people are dancing, they're wearing the beautiful dresses, like the shiny dresses, you know, like they have excellent figure and all that. So yeah, so this is like that sexiness, and I love that about this. Is special weather, like special occasion perfume, partying, going out, having fun, weekends, you know, like Thursday night, Friday nights, you know, ladies night, you know. So this is all that. So these are all good things, performance wise, agreeable. Overall, these are the good things. The other side is, some guys would say, this is underwhelming, this is not giving me a full on boozy feel, okay? Which is understood. It's a fun perfume. It's like CK1 summers or summer specials and stuff like that. So it's not supposed to give you full on like a whiskey, raw whiskey rum. So if you're looking for that, this is not it. Second thing, it's not like 8 hours, 10 hours, unless you have a very nice weather condition, no pollution, nothing, you know, then it will last about 7-8 hours. Depends, okay, on your weather and skin chemistry. Especially on ladies, this stuff may be projecting, lasting, like, you know, beast mode. For me, I'm a guy, you know, with my, you know, guy skin, so these things don't last that much. But 3-4 hours longevity, 1 hour and a half of projection, more or less, and agreeable, right? So other side is, some people may say these are knockoff of like some more mainstream perfumes. Yeah, if you want to pay $300, okay, or versus $30, it's up to you. If you're paying $30 and expecting like a Rojada sort of presentation, that's just no comments. You know, I have nothing. I have just nothing to say. Okay. Third thing I might say, this fragrance is not all occasion, not for everybody. This fragrance, even though, let me spray some more, and I just love spraying this. This is nice. The dry down goes a little bit dry, not as sweet. I don't remember the cherry anymore. When I spray this first, like this, you know, when I smell this first, the cherry is so beautiful. It's like literally, it's a boozy cherry. Reminds me of a little bit of a lost cherry of Tom Ford. So think of a fusion. Rojada Enigma, little bit character taken from there, a little bit of angel share, sweetness, little bit of that, you know, lost cherry. You put all together, blend it, and you make a beautiful cocktail. This is what this is. I have absolutely no doubt, you know, that people who don't have that sort of a critical mind, like, hey, I'm gonna judge this too bad, I'm gonna just like say shame on you, it's like, you know, cheap knockoff. Unless you're that person, you're really gonna enjoy this. Okay, so if you like boozy within affordable budget, cute little bottle with this kind of like wedge, man, these are just for fun. Okay, it's not a must-have for sure, but I love it. It's fruity. That orange kick is so beautiful, and it's not just orange, it's not just booze, it's not just cinnamon, it's a mix of like all of them togetherness, and it's like a party. Okay, so I love that. And one other thing I tell you, if you are a single person, okay, lady or a dude, and you love life, you know, the best life is single life, telling you, okay, because you see at one point that addictiveness, or what you call it, you are addicted to that freedom, and that you can decide every single like 24 hours, you decide what you want to do with 24 hours, you know. There's just no better feeling than that. You don't have any you know, commitment or anything like that. So if you're a single person, you're going to enjoy this, you know, especially when you start enjoying, you know, that addiction of single life, man, these are fragrance great. Okay, so all in all, you know, if I keep the emotions aside, these are all 8.5 like that. and these are like good value for money. I'm gonna get some more from this line and I'll review. Overall, I'll give this fragrance like a solid 8 out of 10. Okay, it's a nice perfume. I do love the drink. I would like to try it. Okay, and I think the concept is good. A little bit more beast mode would be nice, but then it's okay. You know, if it was more beast mode, I would give it 9. Thank you so much for watching, and thanks Arahi. I'll leave her channel link. I don't know if she ever watches me. I always watch her. I respect this lady, and I love her content. You know, like sometimes, you know, it's like having a genuine content creator. It's a rare thing. It's a beautiful sight. Have a nice day. Thanks for watching, and you can get this from Senzone in Bangladesh. I'll leave a link below of their page. If you happen to be in Bangladesh, you can buy it from them. Take care, and I will see you soon. Bye bye.